Hi guys, Big Niche here. I am finally getting around to talking with you all about how I did on my goals the last couple of months and what my new goals are for March. For some reason, I completely skipped over February. It was kind of just a blip on the map and February just did not exist to me. So I wanted to do a video at the beginning of February telling you all how I did in January, tell you all my goals for February. That did not happen. So at this point, I'm just gonna go over January and February and start new and fresh for the beginning of March and what my goals are for March. While I've got you here, after that, I'm gonna go into a couple of things that I'm enjoying currently. That was something that I guess I liked about the last couple of videos was kind of sharing with you some products or books or different things that I'm enjoying at the time or that might have been recommended to me. So I will definitely, I think, continue to do that going forward and just kind of bring a couple things in that I can mention. So without further ado, my January goals I had mentioned to you previously were to lose 5 pounds, to work 41 hours a week at my full-time job, to get the house listed for sale, and to make a side income of $200 outside of my full-time job. How did I do? I did not meet the goal of losing 5 pounds. I lost 4. So I'm excited about that, even though I didn't meet the goal. I did exceed the goal of 41 hours a week with 43 hours a week on average. So that is very good. I did not get the house listed for sale, but that's mostly because I'm completely back on the fence about whether to sell it or rent it out. And I'm just trying to sort all of that out and be 100% sure before anything happens with that. So just gonna kind of put a pin in that for now and skip over it. As far as outside income of $200, I managed to actually make $226.32 in the month of January, which is really good. And of course, I've talked to you guys about this before. I sell things online sometimes. I drive with Uber Eats sometimes. I do photography, I do pet sitting. So all of those things will be considered part of that outside income. And for the month of January, I had sales on Poshmark, which I use a lot. I had a sale on Let Go, which is an app where you can sell things person to person. You just meet up with them. Poshmark, you sell it to somebody and you're able to print out a shipping label, they pay the shipping, and you send it off to them. And then I also drove with Uber Eats and did some food delivery, and all of that came to a total of $226.32, which is awesome. It's just above the $200 goal that I had set. Now, for February. I did not do a video with you guys, so I did not put as much effort into the goals for February. I did write a few things down that I kind of wanted to concentrate on, but I can tell you right now that since I missed the entire month of February, that stuff really didn't happen the way I wanted it to. So I wanted to be better about doing some cardio and keeping hydrated, and I did not do that in February. So that will be definitely moved on to something I need to keep in mind that I want to continue forward with, but those goals were not met. I also did not lose any weight that I can note in the month of February. However, the last 2 things on my list were to have an emergency savings, which I have been really struggling with all of last year. I was not able to keep an emergency savings. And then I did have to use a couple of times my credit card, and I was trying to get all my debt down to 0. So that was kind of a bummer, but I finally, in the month of February, was able to have an emergency savings and put that money in there. So I'm very, very excited and proud of that. Another thing that I did in February was complete my taxes. And now that's probably not exciting to most people. I am typically the person that waits until the deadline to complete my taxes. So for me, that being on the list and being checked off the list was pretty exciting. I'm happy with that. Also for February, I did not have a goal as far as what I would be making outside of my full-time job. However, I was still able to make $69.40, and that was between sales online, on my social media, or on Poshmark. So I'm excited about that. Even though I didn't have a particular number set, I was still able to make some income. So as well as my hours, that's kind of always going to be on one of the goals. For now, anyway, I was able to make an average of 41 hours, just over actually, 41 and a half hours a week. So that is pretty cool there. Even though I didn't outline something for that, that's always going to be on the radar for sure. So let's get into March. Okay, so I have several for March. It's going to be a task, but I'm willing to take on that task. So in March, I want to make a dietary change, a workout schedule change, and I want to lose 5 pounds. So the dietary change, I realize that that's pretty vague, but I'm going to try a couple of different things, and then I can elaborate on those later, what I did, what worked, what didn't work. And then I want to work out 4 times a week in the month of March. So that's definitely going to be a challenge with my schedule, but that is my goal. Those are the top 3 goals for March, but the 4th one is to complete all of the extra credit I have listed. It's not mandatory, but it is something that I wanted to do, and it's quite a bit of work. So one of my classes that I'm taking, they give an extra credit option where you basically take a mini course inside of the course. So I really want to do that. I really want to complete it. So it is on my list of things to do and on my list of goals to tackle. And hopefully I can just get it knocked out, because it's just not going to work, I don't think, if I try and do a little bit at a time. I'm really just going to try and knock it out this month, kind of all at once, or all in a weekend, or all in a few days. I'm not sure. Once I dig in, I can see exactly how long it's going to take, but that is the goal. Also, I have never been out of the country, but I would like to, and that is something that I talked to you guys about, I think in my January, or I think it was in actually my planner review video. So you can actually go back to my channel and see where I reviewed these planners that I got from Michael's, and I was talking about one of the things that I want to do is travel more. So in the month of March, I'm going to go and make an appointment to get my passport, because I do not have one yet, and I will be needing that, hopefully. As far as my hours at my full-time job, I bumped it up to 43 hours per week for the month of March, and hopefully I can get that done. Goal number 7 for the month of March is just progress on the other house. I did mention that I'm on the fence about what to do with it, but there is progress that needs to be made, so that is on the list. And last but not least is number 8, which is to read The 4 Agreements, which is a book from this set. And this is my first product mention on here. Of course, no affiliation or sponsorship or anything. I just wanted to mention this to you guys. 2 people recommended this collection to me, and you can get it really affordable on Amazon if you have an Amazon account. And the first one of the collection, sorry about that, is The 4 Agreements. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare on there for you, but that is the one that I'm going to read in the month of March. Even though I have all this other stuff on my plate, I really think if I plan out a schedule for how much I can read at a time, I'll be able to get that knocked out. And that is my last goal for the month. I do want to mention this to you all as well. This is hopefully you can see that. This is an Instagram page that I think you guys will enjoy. It's just a special little treat that I wanted to pop in here really quick. I came across it and I thought it was so sweet and lovely and nice. And so I wanted to share that with you all. It's EMMALINE official, and you can find that on Instagram. That is a page that I wanted to share with you all. Another thing I wanted to mention is this awesome lip gloss that I've got on. I am not always a big fan of different lip glosses, but this one in particular I am a very big fan of. So I wanted to mention this product to you. It is, sorry about the light and the glare there, but it is a Philosophy brand lip gloss. And it is the Sugar Sprinkles Funnel Cake. And it's this really cute light pink. It is awesome. The consistency of this gloss is so perfect, and it's nice for like a long wear. But so if you're a lip gloss person, I definitely recommend this. I am not always a fan of lip gloss, but I love this one. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Also, it's that time of year, and Girl Scout cookies are out. They are among us. The Girl Scouts are everywhere. So of course I had to get a box, And this is my absolute favorite kind, so I'm curious because I think there's about 3 different ones that kind of compete for top popularity. Let me know in the comments what your favorites are on that. And a couple more things before we go. I know that you all probably already saw my video on the tattoo removal session that I did, so I wanted to show you guys the update. Here's what it looks like now, and you can see that it's faded, but it's also prominent where you can see that it's still healing. So it's going to be a couple weeks before you can really start to see it lighten. It's going to be even longer before you see the effects that the laser actually did on the tattoo itself. So it is not a very short, sweet process, but you can definitely tell a difference now from when I started, and you can definitely tell that all the redness is gone. It is peeling a little bit, but I just wanted to give you guys that quick update because you probably watched that video before this one. If you haven't, then go and check it out. I think it'll be interesting for you guys to see that new patch that they have. That's what I used when I went to this appointment. That's my first time doing that, first time experiencing that whole thing, so very cool. I'm excited to see how it's going to look when it fades even more over the upcoming weeks. What else? Okay, so also go ahead and subscribe now if you're not already. I do have a couple more videos coming up. I've had 3 people since I started doing this channel approach me and say that they wanted to do videos together, so I'm very excited that they want to do that. And of course I said yes to them, so it's a matter of getting them scheduled at this point. And the next one that you're probably going to see is a makeup challenge. So the friend of mine that asked me to do a video with them as a guest has never done makeup before and has only watched YouTube videos on how to do makeup. So I think you guys are going to enjoy that awesome treat. So definitely subscribe so you can see when that comes over. And I think that's all I've got for you all now. Thank you.